So what is going on, everybody? Welcome to the what is this? The third episode now? The third episode of the MasterMinds podcast. I have Jordan TV, Nemms, Kons0le, and Agent Russ here. Nemms and Kons0le are our guests for today. Today's episode is going to be a bit different. We're going to actually take the Kons0le route and just talk about a few things there. How you can prepare for the upcoming content drops, both in life skills and grinding, and pretty much everything that's about to come through for Kons0le throughout the year. And this is also going to be useful for PC players who are looking to break into life skilling. I know it's daunting at first when you first start looking into all the stuff, because this game has a lot of depth. And that's one of the amazing things about it. So anyway, how about a quick round of introductions? Nemms, you want to kick it off?
Sure. Let's see. I'm Nemms. I've been playing the game for, I'm going to call it 2 years between the breaks. I play Awakened DK for the most part. I do life skilling. I've attempted doing some stuff on the ocean. Not really my thing. Do a lot of gathering, a lot of processing, some cooking here and there.
You guys have anything in the ocean? Kons0le, right?
Kind of. Yeah, kind of. We got the first half.
True.
Yeah, we got water. We got some boats. We got some sea monsters. There's poor rat way the hell out there. But yeah, I classify myself as an average player. Like, I know how to min-max, but I don't care. I know what the meta is, but I don't care. I'm here to have fun, and I don't care what it is. If it's not fun, I'm not going to do it. Yeah.
It's like me listening to Russ saying, hey, don't sell your life skill gear. I'm like, I hear what you're saying. I understand the words. Sell.
Yeah. Like, I could go into RBF and get my spirit dust and all the free tiers.
Yeah.
But I don't enjoy PvP one bit, and I'm not going to force myself to go through and do something I don't enjoy. So That's the kind of player I am.
You got to do what's fun for you. I mean, at the end of the day, It's a game.
Yeah.
Good stuff. So what class do you play?
Awakened DK.
Nice,
I tried doing Succession, and the combos, I just can't get them to flow for me right. So I stick to Awakened. And I'm not doing Node Wars. I'm doing Sylvia grinding, some Star's End here and there. I do fine.
Yeah, I mean,
I can kill stuff. That's what I'm looking for.
You know, Awakened DK recently got buffed on PC, and people are liking it. So eventually,
yeah. Awakened DK, I noticed, started hitting real nice once I got that 261 AP.
Right.
That's the magic number there.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, Kons0le, you there?
Yes, sir. Can you guys hear me?
Yep. You want to do a quick intro? These guys in chat, they know me, they know Russ, Jordan. They're tired of us by now, so you guys.
All right, what's up, guys? Yeah, I'm Kons0le. I play on Kons0le. Striker, Dagnus. Been a long time striker since it came out on Kons0le, really. And that's a lot of times I've said striker and Kons0le, but yeah. Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, 2 to 10 over there on my channel, and we just do a little bit of everything. I'm not really a heavy life skiller, but I've chopped a tree or two. So
he's spent many time out at Naverne Steps too.
Oh man, I've got all the pot pieces, man. That was daunting. That step piece ruined me. 600k trash loot. I was like, oh,
yeah. It's done, man. It's done.
Yeah. Don't bring me back there, man.
Oh, good stuff. So, when did you start playing Kons0le?
As soon as Striker came out, it was maybe the game came out, and it was 6 months until I picked it up. So a little buffer of 6 months, and then I just
good stuff.
Stuck with it since then.
Nemms, what's your Twitch? I'll give you a quick shout out here.
It's Nemms2k, NEMMS2k.
Cool, good stuff. So
I brought my stream schedule back a little bit. So it's mainly Fridays and Saturdays now.
All good. You guys should definitely drop these guys a follow. Good guys, chill streamers. So today, what we wanted to do is go over the upcoming content drop Where's Russ? I don't know. He disappeared. He's here. He's here. You can hear him. But we wanted to go over the upcoming content drops for Kons0le because Kons0le just got the Logia gear a little while back. So pretty soon you'll get the blue gear and eventually the Manos gear, and things are really going to start picking up. And while you might not be a life skiller for some of you, this is going to affect you as well because this is going to start inflation once they change the Imperial Cooking. You guys didn't get the Imperial Cooking update yet, right?
No, not yet.
No.
Right.
No.
So once
We're
that comes
all
through,
why?
Yeah.
once that comes through,
that was one of the keynotes of like, hey, we've got all this, but that is not in here. That, let me repeat, that is not in here.
That's like the main thing everyone's looking for.
Yeah,
free money.
Like everything but the best part. So, but no.
Yeah, but the thing is, once that comes through, it's going to get to a point where inflation is eventually going to start kicking things up. So, this is going to affect everybody.
Oh, you think Kons0le actually has patience? No, everything's still going to be min-bid.
dude, you don't underestimate them. It's terrible. The market goes up and down daily. As soon as somebody puts a pre-order up, it shoots up, and then it just hits the fucking floor again. Just bam.
Don't worry,
it's crazy.
It'll get worse.
Oh man, don't tell me that now.
But yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Nems, how's the life skilling side of things? How far are you with your Logia gear?
I've got Duo, Craftsman, and Gathering main piece, just because I haven't felt like going through that. I've got a mix of multiple sets of Tri and Tet accessories. I got Duo and some Tet processing stones.
Nice.
I've got a Pen timber axe and a Pen butcher knife and a Tet hoe.
Oh man, you're going hard.
Yeah, that Tet hoe though, man, I think it was 14 cron attempts, and I finally said, fuck it, this thing's not going anywhere. So I'm set up. I got several shies doing gathering routes. I'm actually out hitting some trees for the first time in a few weeks now.
Nice.
So yeah.
Good
But
stuff.
I told Kons0le I wouldn't rage out a little bit, but you guys need to know we still have a 40% nerf on our gathering nodes.
That's because they reduced the number of nodes present, right? How does that work exactly?
So Kons0le had a 40% nerf to all mobs and an increased spawn rate for the mobs because of performance issues. What they didn't realize when they did it was, oh my god, we have 100% gathering nodes, so trees and herbs, with this new respawn time.
Yeah, it was.
So then they're like, oh crap.
Ah, okay.
So they had to remove 40% of the gathering nodes. So you run up to a tree or what you think is a herb that you can gather. No, it's not there.
Oh, that's
and they still haven't brought that back.
Sucks.
Yeah, like you just can't interact with that one.
Oh
like,
yeah,
well,
yeah.
Okay. I've already done this one apparently.
It's it's enraging sometimes. It absolutely is. For a person who just wants to go out and gather materials, it's rough. It's rough. I'll leave it at that and keep it as nice as that.
Yo, tell me about
So you
Russ's
guys need to
favorite
do
spot.
different rotations for Kons0le. You can't follow the PC rotations.
No, not really.
Yeah, I see it in chat.
For hitting wood, I follow a big old huge circle around Zarka, around that area.
Yeah,
because it's the only way to keep my sanity. A lot of people have been hitting Ash Forest lately.
That's my spot.
But that's not where I have that character. So I stick out here because.
Tell us about Pilgrims, because you guys don't have Click to gather,
Oh,
and they have
Pilgrims.
40% less nodes.
It's ridiculous.
Oh, the week that Logia came out in Mastery, that place was a shit show. It was so hilarious.
I blame
There
Russ.
were decks being thrown out.
It was bad.
It was.
I just went over there to watch, and I was like, well,
Yeah.
this is hysterical. Like, let me go back to killing wolves.
If someone didn't tell 99% of the BDO community that Pilgrims is the best place to be, because it's a great combination of XP and money, we wouldn't have that problem.
Mhm.
Dude, I found out about that long before he did his video, and I told a few other people. They're like, "Oh my god, dude, how did you find this?" I'm like, "I don't know." I'm like, "Just keep your mouth shut."
Oh, it's
But
all
no,
good.
yeah. But
He
now
showed
it's
us.
dead.
Oh, really?
The few times I've been out there now to burn some energy on that character, I've been the only one out there.
Oh man.
The flame died out, man. Everybody's like, "Yo, the new thing is life skilling. Let me just try it." And then they set it back down.
They're like, "Oh my god, I
back to
can't
hitting
do
trees.
this. This is not for me."
We have a lot of that on console, man. Just like straight up, just new toy, and they drop whatever they got to go to the next one.
Yeah.
Like it happens to every class, and then right about now, you're gonna start seeing more sage weapons because there's like 4-week rerolls will keep rolling in, and they just appear on the CM, and then they just fade away again.
It's all good. I mean, like,
Yeah,
people are just
it's
enjoying the
crazy.
game, trying out new things. That's
Dang,
fine.
man.
Eventually, it balances
There
out.
is a difference in the way PC players and console players play.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the PC players, they're the PC. It's easy to go out and Google the information, watch a YouTube video, all that stuff. Console players, not necessarily.
Right.
I'm in a life skill guild, and there's a lot of stuff people ask. I'm like, how do you guys not know this?
Yeah.
Like, really? You don't know about Incendar or any of these other guides?
The OGs?
So
yeah.
I
guess what we have to go through, because you guys have updates, like you get updates weekly, and we get them every 2. So it's we have to go off of what's really been passed around and actually tried and true. So something older, and that's why we get our knowledge usually.
For me, it's I used to go to all those sites, but now I just go to Russ's YouTube and I'm pretty much set. He's got everything there. But
See,
Russ,
I'm one of those people. I'd rather read, see a few pictures. I avoid YouTube videos if I can. That's me.
Russ, what do you think?
I mean, that's the reason I keep my guides short and use the talk shows and what do you call the talks and also coaching sessions a bit long. But in terms of guides, I don't want people to come and watch 40 minutes video just to get like 5-second information. I hate those videos. So that's why, like, if you check my, like, for example, node setup guide, it's less than 3 minutes.
Yeah, those are perfect videos.
Yeah, it's straight to the point. And if there is a long video, if it's an informational video, I always put a timestamp. Let them, get what they need. Like, it's just one of those things. I'd rather the focus be on the viewer. So, as easy as possible it is for them to find the information, just, make some use out of it. But in terms of like y'all's situation, I can't imagine gathering and stuff, because like I sat in Bear for my entire 24-hour cake buff, so I was like popping all the life scroll buffs or life skill buffs and everything, and I was so used to all the herbs and stuff. But if it was 40% less spawn rate or 40% less nodes, and I had to use a controller, I don't know how I would have survived. Oh man.
Really,
what do you guys think if you could put a keyboard and mouse, like somehow magically, like you hack the console and you put a keyboard and mouse? Would you like that?
They can attach a keyboard and mouse, but I don't think they have the mouse to move function, right?
Yeah, they don't do the mouse to move, and they don't give you that option to play on a mouse and keyboard yet. They're keeping it from us. But I'm starting to play a lot more PC, and I met up with Dismantled, and I actually joined their guild there, and just fighting them, they dash around a lot more because of the mouse movement, and it's a total different style of play versus the console, because mouse movement alone, and you can just manipulate that. So it's just a lot to get. There's a gap there.
Yeah, definitely.
I play a lot of games that are mouse and keyboard. I got a PC and everything.
Right.
but for something like Black Desert, I don't know. The controller just seems much nicer to me.
Mm-hmm.
I
Action
don't
combat
think
game.
I'd use a mouse. Yeah, I don't think I'd use a mouse and keyboard if I had the option.
That's how I feel on PC. I feel really comfortable on it, and I don't ever have to like set upright or be over top of a keyboard. I could like sit back and I'm still doing the same inputs.
Definitely. I mean, since everyone's on the same, they're on the same platform and everyone's on console using a controller, it's fair. So no worries there. I mean, I don't think we really need to compare like a console versus mouse and keyboard, because over here, they're like blinking around like crazy because we're able to achieve ridiculous frame rates, and there's some people who mod the game files so they can play in Nintendo 64 graphics. And when someone has high frame rate, they're moving wicked fast, way faster than normal. And it's not hacks, it's just how the game works, because this game works in the manner of each skill having a certain number of frames to execute. Higher frame per second, quicker execution. Unfortunately.
Very old school, very old school.
Yeah, it is.
Of programming.
Definitely. I mean, in console, at least there's no high tier PCs you're competing against when, if you have a Series 1, you got a Series 1, that's it, right? Or is there any way for you guys to... How many of you
remember the Red Alert? I used to play Red Alert 2, and the faster PC have the faster, the tanks goes. Like, I upgraded my PC, like the speed of the characters or the game, like the game speed based on the CPU speed or something, like everything was flying, so I had to slow it down.
There were old DOS games back like that. If you had the difference between a 486 that was running 66 megahertz and 90, some games had to release patches because the timing of certain actions or times in the game would be too fast or too slow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a reason why competitive side-scrolling fighter games, they cap the FPS. So like even in tournaments, you'll see that the characters aren't moving like 100%, fluid, smooth motions. There's a reason for that.
Yeah.
But there is a way to program that FPS doesn't affect the animation duration or the skills or character movements or anything.
Yeah, I mean, like if
I've done game programming, so we learn how to not to use FPS.
I'm not sure why they did it, but anyway, Jordan, you've been quiet. Want to chime in on the poor situation the console life skillers are in with their gathering?
Yeah, it's super interesting. So console doesn't let you, like, you can't hook up, because I used to play like Final Fantasy, I think 11 on console, and they let you use.
Nope.
Oh.
Oops.
Square Enix just hacked into Discord. They're like, nope, we're not opening that door again.
But you can't. Yeah, it's not supported. Like, you could plug it in and type like on a keyboard. Yeah, but that's the only thing that you can do. Is like they've actually cut it out of like, hey, no, this doesn't work. Only here.
Yeah, I think it was a matter of
like
stop the functionality.
I've got one of those sticks where it tricks it and everything. I used to use it on my PlayStation, but it's so I could never get it working right, and I just said screw it.
Yeah,
I don't care that much.
Hello.
Yo, welcome back.
Hello.
Yeah, we got you.
All right. What was I saying? I don't know what happened to Discord.
You're talking about like plugging it in and actually it recognizing it as a gamepad rather than just
Final Fantasy 14?
Yeah, or 11, right? 14, 11?
Yeah, 11. So I used to. I'm surprised BDO console they don't do that. It's like really weird.
Well, you got to remember, like, having a mouse and keyboard is a huge advantage because of the precision of the mouse and how quickly you can move it. In BDO, it does, have a factor in PvP and stuff. And today, actually, this morning, I was playing COD with a friend in India. I mean, we're playing cross-region and stuff, but he's playing on a PC. I'm playing on a PC, but our third friend was playing on a console. And it's cross-platform perfectly. But he was getting smoked. My dude with 200 something ping was playing better than him. it's just that if you have if it's on an even platform where everyone's using a controller, it's great. But if you're competing against mouse and keyboard, it's a hit or a miss. I mean, it can be pretty imbalanced.
Like, I feel like I do pretty good, like, if I'm fighting against somebody, but it's all up to me not having gear right now. So I'm trying to, like, dig through the trenches and get my gear up so that I'm viable and I can actually take a shot, and not just when I go to SA trade just get one leg drop through my SA. I'm like, no, that's where I'm at right now. So
Yeah.
But catching people, I feel like I can use the controller to.
Oh yeah, you're playing on controller on PC, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How is it like switching between the two? Because I know your mouse acceleration or something's not there, right? You were saying something on that.
Yeah, so on Xbox, we do have the choice to turn on or off the sensitivity. Whenever you start going, that acceleration moment, it builds up burst, and then by the time that you move like a few, it gives you a leeway. You know, it starts easy and then it goes full. So after that, it's good.
Yeah. All good stuff. So
yeah, that's something we just got, and it takes some getting used to.
Right.
It does.
So you guys just got the acceleration, is that it?
Yeah, they uncapped the acceleration.
Oh.
I think that's how they call it.
Yeah, so we've always had the acceleration, and they came in and put in an update, which basically allowed you to turn it off. So there's no acceleration. So whenever you start, it goes from 0 to 100, not just 0, 20, 40, 60, and builds up, and then lets you go full. So that's the whole thing. And then whenever I switch over to PC, you guys don't have it.
Right.
And you don't even have the option to do it because you never really thought it, because your mouse to move and just really getting around. But it's, I don't know, if you're playing controller on console and then you bring it over, it should be the same as on PC.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they just missed that one because that's kind of a important detail.
Yeah.
So by default, computers used to enable mouse acceleration. I remember as a kid, I'd always go into the settings and turn it off because when I started playing like FPS games, you know, you can't have that for a mouse and keyboard. But yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. So, in terms of your market, I wanted to talk a little bit on how your supplies are, especially for cooking. Like, are people mass buying out anything yet, or is it still up there and people not utilizing like cooking to the max just yet? How's it going?
There was no bird meat on there earlier. That's all I got. I was looking for some bird meat. I'm trying to power level to get my family fame up, and then that's literally it. That's the only thing that I looked at that was in this topic. So, thanks, guys.
So rough stone and logs are still on pre-order. Wolf meat or that meat that you'd use primarily for your cooking used to be either max bid or always pre-ordered. At one point, there was over like 150,000 on the market. And we're like, holy shit. And that was the week or two that Logia came out. I think I ended up farming. Yeah, I farmed like 60,000 meat over a week. And for us on console, that
without
just
the high mastery,
unheard of.
Yeah.
I think I was running 650 to 700 mastery at the time. And it was unheard of. Like, holy shit. Like, we can actually mass produce some pet food now. We can actually mass produce our Balanos meals. It kind of changed things. The amount of people that I've seen just leveling their cooking is insane.
And we got that event going right now for life skilling experience, right?
That's on the 13th. They're given like 100% XP for any life skills below artisan.
Right.
So they want people leveling up their life skills. So go out and butcher, go out and train, cook, do your alchemy. Like, yeah. Oh, hey. Yeah, so do you guys even have rough stone on the market?
Oh, hell no.
No? Okay.
After
I think the last time I looked, we had over a million, or I don't want to say a million, no, over like 180,000 pre-orders for Rough Stone.
wow, yeah. After everyone learned how to
Oh,
do
you actually have cooking utensils though. Shit.
now this is thanks
there's
to Russ educating all of us, but yes.
ah,
I'm not kidding. I'm not ripping on him. Like literally there used to be thousands of pre-orders on this. Now they sit thousands of them at a time, but at least the price went back to 1 million. Because before it dropped all the way to like 950 almost.
They are
Yeah,
still
I've-
getting sold. If you check
Yeah,
the
yeah, they
demand,
sell
how many
pretty
getting
quick.
sold every day. Like if you want to get into that business, you can. You will make money, and they are getting sold.
This is at a sweet
Just the
spot.
supply is just like covers the demand.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
balanced.
Oh,
This is
damn.
at a
Yeah,
perfect
cool.
sweet spot. Like you can buy them whenever you want. You can sell them and they'll sell pretty quick and they're at 1 million plus. It's at the
Yeah.
perfect spot.
That's
So like
crazy.
before it used to
I've
crash.
constantly got pre-orders for advanced utensils up, just constantly,
You know what happened?
and
I
it'll
think
take a week or two.
yeah. I think what happened was people got wised up and they're like, you know what? These are gonna sell eventually. Let's not undercut each other and let's all put it at max price.
You know,
Yeah.
there needs to be more of that, man. Like our market
Yeah.
for weapons and stuff is ridiculous. It's just drive it to the fucking ground.
The Billy
single
gang.
time. Yeah, bro. It's
Yeah,
so
there's no
bad.
patience.
It'll
There's
go
no
up just because
patience.
it's kind of forced to reset sometimes, and it just go up because one pre-order went up and none was up, and then it just jacks that price up. Then all of a sudden it's at the top, and then it just slams again. Nothing else gets sold. It's terrible. Always in the dirt. It's wild.
Good stuff.
Oh,
Oh man. So Russ, seeing that they only
Yes.
have Logia gear right now, would you still recommend the same route of getting your gathering to Master 1 and then doing pilgrims?
I need to actually see what they mean that 40% removed of the nodes, and we need to actually go in and find out the proper rotations.
Let's just assume that
if it's gonna be herb rotation, what's the best and ultimate rotation? It's not gonna be the same as PC, I assume, and same with
So-
rough stones and meat. And
Yeah, we've got the bear rotation for gathering that a
Mhm.
lot of people do. A lot of people fight over it. That's where I level my shies at. It all depends on what people are looking for. I leveled a shy up to, I think it's a 58 now, just sitting in pilgrims.
So it's 40%
Okay.
less nodes, but they respawn 40% faster. Right?
No,
No?
because the
they put the 40
respawn,
back.
yeah, so the
Respawn 100%.
time is tied to mob spawn. So we got our mobs back with the original mob spawn time.
Yeah.
With
Means
40%
we got
less.
gathering node spawn time back, which is slower, with less gathering nodes.
That's stupid.
Yeah,
I see. So your gathering spawn time is equal to PC spawn time. Same with
Yep.
the mobs,
Just less. To
but
actually
you have less. But also with console, you will be gathering slower because you don't use keyboard and mouse and click to move.
correct.
And
So it's balances out.
yeah, it is balanced because everyone has the same amount of resources. I'm sure they had, well,
So
here's the thing.
can we say the amount of XP you're gonna get per hour is half compared to PC? Let's say if I'm gonna get 100% of a level, you will only get like 50% of a level.
Probably, because we do have to move around more. Like when we go and gather a wild herb at bear, we have to move to each one of them, like with our sticks,
Mhm.
and you can
Yeah.
overshoot it. And then you back up, or you don't know where you're running and you run past it, and you're like, all right, let me run back here a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys get more XP then,
Nope.
since you gather slower?
no, there's no compensation
Nope.
there.
I really
That-
didn't think
it's
Dang.
that through.
unintentional compensation. Like they don't know about it, or they know about it, but they just
Do you have Old Moon Book?
yes.
Okay. And value pack gives 30% XP?
Is it 30 or
Ye-
20, something like that. Yeah.
Let me look. No, I've got some on me somewhere.
Check that what Heidel storage, man. God. He showed me the first time and he just had stacks on stacks on stacks.
Oh, I mean, like
Always
you
stacks.
don't use it right now. If you hover over it, but you don't have.
Yeah, life. Yeah, we've got life plus 30% from value
Okay.
pack.
Yeah, I probably have to watch some of the rotations the console player do. Probably on YouTube, I'll try to find if there's any. But let's say 50% less. In that case, like I want to give like realistic goals in terms of progression. That's why like many people ask me like, hey Russ, don't you think like Pangera is better than Tet Monos? I'm like, yes, obviously it's better, but is it available? No. So I want to set up goals that people can easily obtain. So in terms of gear progression, I want to give advice that people can easily obtain, like anyone can obtain, such as like when I say like hey, don't get Pancarta, get Tet Monos gathering clothes. Is Pancarta better than Tet Monos? Is it cheaper? Yes. But can everyone get it? No. That's why I don't recommend it. I just put in my guides. I say like, okay, just get the Tet gathering clothes. Since you guys don't have the monos and the blue ones, I honestly recommend just getting the full Tet monos if you can. If you can manage somehow, let's say you have like 100 fail stack laying around and you're not really upgrader, and I don't really recommend upgrading, so you can probably cron your what do you call
Russ, you're talking about Logia gear?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can probably cron the Logia gear
for us, except for weapons.
Yeah, I think he's
like you can probably cron the Logia tool to pen.
Tool, yeah.
I know it's gonna be a lot expensive. Like you don't want to use 100 fail stack and you don't want to waste the crons on Logia tools. But what other alternatives you have? You will have 80 extra mastery. Can you sacrifice like 100 fail stack? The reason I say 100 fail stack or 110 fail stack because the upgrade percentage is equal to the same as like Monos tool or other tools. Like it's like 3% something, right? I wish they give extra percentage on green gear. Like let's say green gear is like 30% upgrade chance at 100 fail stack, and Monos or the blue ones is like 10%, and the Monos is like 3% or something like that. If that was the case, it would be more balanced in terms of upgrade. But I can't recommend you to use like 40 stack or 50 stack. You will probably have like 1% chance, right? It's less likely you will be wasting your crons. So I recommend maybe like 110 fail stack.
I think I was using a 70 or 80 stack when I was shooting for my pen tools.
Oh, did you get it?
I've got 2 pen tools and a Tet. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I heard it's only 69.
Yeah, 69
magic
crons.
number. Yeah, but whatever.
Yeah. and we had just come off of a cron event too. They gave out like 1,000 crons.
Yeah.
So if you think 70 is ideal, yeah, you can probably go with 70. I don't know the ratio, like how many attempts you need to do at 70 average.
I just picked one of my many stacks sitting around, so
okay. I mean, like even like 10 pen attempts is like 690 cron. It's like pretty much trying like a normal pen attempts, right, on your boss gear. So 1 to 10. So like you can probably spend like 6,000 cron. That's like 100 attempts. I'm sure you will get it.
Yeah, I don't know. Kons0le's the enhancing person. I'm not.
Yeah. So how far for you guys to get the blue gear? Is it like 2 months left or 3 months left still?
Yeah, about 2 months.
They haven't really been forthcoming of information of that right now.
Well, no, they said it was Logia, then 3 months later the blue gear, and then 3 months later is Manos. So
okay,
most people
what's the percentage on getting the Pancarta? Is it 5%, 6%?
I don't know. From what I've heard, most people on Kons0le are just going to skip the blue gear.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, my recommendation will be like if you have like Tet Tet Logia, full Tet Logia, and also maybe like a Pan Logia Gatherer's Claws and Pan Tools, then you can probably just start saving money until you get the Manos gear, which is like in the next 4 to 5 months, I assume. They might bring it early, who knows. Just save money. And then as soon as you guys get the Manos is not going to be available right away. So it's going to take probably another a month or two. People start listing, Tri-Monos. And if they start listing Tri-Monos, or maybe like a Tet Monos Gatherer's Claws or Tet Tools, then you will be the first one pre-ordering them because you have the cash ready to go.
So
I don't recommend
people-
upgrading Monos.
People aren't even listing Logia.
yeah.
I mean,
If there's a
you might
pre-order
get
up-
lucky on a
there's a
Tri
pre-order
or a
up-
Tet Logia.
Yeah, if there's a pre-order up, it'll usually
Accessory?
fill, but they don't sit on the market.
Yeah,
Okay.
Right.
I've had a pre-order up since Logia came out for a Tet Craftsman. Hasn't filled. Max bid. And I think me and 20 other people are going for it.
I think I made a where was it? I think it's on my Discord. Let me.
You want me to grab it from your Discord so I can put it on my screen?
I think it was on my actual stream. Let me hold on a second. I need to turn on the chat bot to actually get the picture I made. I hold on a second. I actually put down what mastery you need to get a certain level for Kons0le.
Mm-hmm.
If I can get the link.
I think 750 was like where we started to see actual turnaround.
650 for
That's
gathering
650.
is kind of what we were going for.
Yeah, that's when
Like,
you stop.
once you could hit 650, that's when you started using your Logia tool over a magical tool.
Right.
I'll post this on.
Because I'm
I have
777 and
permission?
I don't even gather life skill like that.
Oh,
So
where are you
this is
posting it, Russ?
what I initially thought would be good for Kons0le. I think I put the character levels for gathering. Let me see. Was it like Master 16 or something?
Yeah, I don't know if the
Master
permission was
16.
If it
enabled.
loads.
Actually,
Yeah.
I don't even have a master. I
No.
think my best gathering is Master 2.
I got my Master 5. Thank you.
So
Steph.
it's very, very slow in terms of Kons0le. Then.
That piece, man.
Yeah.
oh man.
It haunts me. Yeah.
All right.
So if you go to the character section.
Yep.
And what does it say? Because the stream
Master
comes a bit
22?
late. So Master 22, and if you have a look at the gathering level,
Yep.
for example, for the butchering, what it becomes.
Butchering 1128.
1128 with the buff, with the cron meal, it's gonna be 1150. So let's say you drop 10 levels, that's gonna be Master 12. Okay, Master 12, you can probably have 1100. So I mean, ideally you want to get the Master 1, right? So you get the most out of your energy, and then the next goal should be like Master 12. So you can be 1100, and which will give you higher chance to proc the what do you call the 12?
How are the materials for enhancing?
You will need like around you will need around like 1300 actually to get like 16 procs properly. So you guys won't be able to get that with Logia gear.
Yeah, one thing.
So I guess
No,
your goal will be 1100, and if you're hardcore, it will be 1150.
So the server I'm on now, at Serendia 2, we have 6 people above Master 20. That's it.
Okay, so
And-
people can do it, so it can be done.
Yeah, and 3 of those are in my guild.
Okay,
Like our top.
So those
30
people are
is
like 11.
Master 3 and above.
So one
yeah,
thing.
those people 1150 mastery at the moment.
How is the market for the enhancement materials, the black gems, the black gem fragments, the concentrated black gems? Are you guys
It's
able to get a hold of them?
It's starting to.
Sold
So
out.
I've seen the concentrated magical gems are listed. We've got 91 up there right now at 9.9. But as far as the black gem fragments and black gems, it's all pre-orders. And our Kafras are down to 4,800 pre-orders.
I don't know, man.
So most of the upgrade materials will be in pre-order for the next, I don't know, like 10 to 12 months. That's for sure.
Oh yeah.
So the amount of meat you guys can gather per hour, can we assume that's like 50% of the capabilities of PC? So if we were assuming equal mastery because of your spawn rate, or what do you guys think?
Yeah,
Like,
our spawn rate for meat, because it's wolves, is the same as you guys. Those haven't been nerfed.
right. So how much time does it take to dump 100 energy? I think that's a good question.
I don't know. I never looked at it like that. Most of my time, I think I was averaging somewhere between 5,000 and 7,000 meat in an hour.
Mm-hmm.
I was running between 650 and 725 mastery.
Glory, that's a very big range, bro. 10 to 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Large margin of error.
Yeah.
So in terms of leveling, you say the Behir is not really ideal because you can't really get to herbs properly and the
362
rotation
energy
it
in
sucks.
about an hour.
So in terms of leveling, I guess Pilgrim Heaven is still seems ideal for you.
Pilgrims
And
is
most
great
of
because you
the
don't have
stuff,
to move around much.
yeah, you don't. Most of the stuff you get, you can make the utensil for yourself, or you can sell the utensil. And Capra, you said max price, you can sell those. And houses and shops is good price as well, I assume.
Yeah. Console.
Do you guys have 10 million concentrated gems?
No.
You can't.
No,
them,
he
right?
means the price. The price. They're at max price.
The price?
Yeah.
9.9 right now.
No. I mean, like, can you craft them in the game?
Yeah.
Are they in the game
Yeah,
available?
we can craft them.
Okay, yeah, that'd probably be ideal just to make like 10 million instead of selling the black gems.
Yeah, make them into concentrated and sell those.
Yeah, sell it at 10 million. So Pilgrim Heaven, even though you gather slowly, most of the stuff you get is going to be max price. So your money per hour will be pretty similar to maybe like PC. Maybe not close, but it will be pretty similar because your materials sells a lot more. And in terms of money making, as you said, you didn't get nerfs in meat gathering, so you'll probably have or will make more money with the meat gathering.
True.
Because the spawn rates are faster, or spawn rates are normal, and the gathering rates are normal as well.
And for them, black gems are at max price on pre-order. So,
do you guys do spreadsheets?
Don't you guys have like auto run? Like in terms of auto run, like when you auto aim to something, and then if you press run, doesn't it go like if you press R when you auto aim something, does it go and gather that or not?
No, you have to be right on top of it.
Oh, okay, that sucks.
Yeah, you got maybe like an AOE of like 4 foot out, and it goes all the way around you. Of like you could spin the camera around to like just this something close here.
Like as I'm hitting these trees, I got to get right up in them.
Yeah, the tree. Yeah.
When you're going after a herb, you're gonna run over it, and more than likely you're gonna walk backwards unless you have the nodes memorized.
Yeah, I mean, if the auto aim worked, like if you aim even from further distance, like let's say like 10 feet away, and then as soon as you auto aim, and then if you press like R or whatever the action keys, and then it should just go and gather, that would be great. But I guess it's not the case. Yeah, I think someone needs to do a proper gathering calculator for console only.
We need to send Byrog over there for a month.
Yeah. I mean, if you guys probably like if he can get the raw data, like saying like just the rates, he can just put that in, and then the rest is the spreadsheet will probably calculate the rest.
Yeah. Well, definitely
Or you guys,
different. Go ahead, Jordan.
I was gonna say, or they could make their own spreadsheets. That would work too.
We've got some.
Who wants to be famous?
There you go.
Life skill
Make a-
famous.
yeah.
I'm
Make a
sure
console.
someone in my guild is. Let me see what they've got. Let's
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you could
he's in-
share it
He's
here.
in a pretty well-known like life skilling guild, East India Company. I'll go ahead and shout them out, man. They're doing great work over there. Like they ran a 24-hour bell with nobody asking them to. It's been a while, but man, it was crazy.
And
So,
here on PC, we take those for granted.
yeah, we don't
Bells
get 'em with
everywhere.
it. Yeah,
Yeah, I remember
That's
back
cool.
when those first came out.
man. I'm on the
Pretty pog.
PC. I'm on PC character right now. I've got like 5 bells just because I got stuck in that one the adventure game. It just
Yeah.
kept giving me bells. I'm like, what? Okay.
What? They're giving out bells for the
yeah,
adventure
yeah.
game?
Look, check them out. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Oh man.
PA
Imagine if those
special
bells
love,
gave like
man.
life skill XP.
And we didn't get that 1,000 XP buff.
Mhm.
Bro, I wish I pushed 64 without that thing. Come on now.
55 mil an hour?
What happened?
Glory, what are you talking about? Is it like selling the raw materials?
Pilgrims at
Yeah,
14
I mean-
High Street is at roughly
I mean,
55 million.
Yeah, but don't forget these people are under 1K mastery, so
Yep.
once they get
Mastery
2K
and less-
mastery, it's pretty much gonna be like equal.
Well,
so
the
it's
rate
the
of gathering.
lifestyle and the gold and the platinum and the silver that'll sell. Any of the
he
iron
makes
and
he makes utensils.
the copper stuff is going to sit on the market.
Iron you
mean,
can use
I've been
for
processing
cooking
it.
utensils.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't sell iron. I mean, you shouldn't sell iron.
Dude,
See,
it's
I mean-
precious.
I mean, tell that to our market.
yeah.
I mean, even here you can buy
People just
like
trying to get it
iron.
out of the inventory, man. Like they
Yeah.
just throw it on the market. Like, oh, iron. Oh, you get this a lot of it from your workers. Oh yeah, let me just throw it on the market so I don't have to deal with it. That's how it is.
Pretty much, I guess.
I mean, if you get into cooking utensil route, if you do workshops, you will always require to buy iron off the market as well, because the amount of the iron ore you gather is not going to be enough for the rough stones you get.
Right.
You will always need extra iron.
Do people buy metal
Yeah.
solvent on console?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
Good stuff.
Metal solvent, plywood hardener. Yeah, all that stuff. That'll sell. Like everyone ends up making ingots, like copper and iron ingots. But if you look at the market, there's 55,000 copper ingots up. There's only 2,000 shards.
Yeah,
Like you're better off selling the shards. It's more likely to sell
right.
and the copper ingots.
What about the
So-
fishing rods? Does people make fishing rods?
I don't.
People make the Valanos ones. They usually sell
Yeah.
them, and I think they use them for building fail stacks.
It's not my
Because if you
method,
make
but
copper,
yeah.
I think you make balanos with copper.
Yeah, I don't make anything. I mean, I make my alchemy and cooking utensils.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it.
I don't really like the crafting, rods or granular stuff because they don't stack. If they would stack,
Yeah.
that would be great.
Yeah. Like whenever I was manufacturing the horseshoes, man, the blue gear when it first came out, it just they don't stack.
Yeah. It's what it is. So, how about we do a quick rundown? If a player on console wanted to get into life skilling right now with their collective knowledge, let's guide them through how they would progress. First things
Make a
first.
Yeah, make it shy.
All right, step one, make
Yeah.
a shy. Oh,
Make a shy
why?
and go out to Bear.
Well,
Or
I
Pilgrims.
guess that XP, the bonus on a shy having professional gathering, it shines a lot more on console than it does for us. For us, it's like, well, you can
Yeah.
power level the professional one on any class really quick. For
Yeah.
you guys, you're actually restricted, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you guys see the advantage of Musa? I don't think you would, because you have to dash and then you have to go back to go on top of the node to gather. Probably
a lot
Shy
of
will
people-
benefit you
What about a
better
ranger?
in the long run, because
Ranger's
it's going to
quick.
have extra weight. So you will probably most likely be doing cooking, and extra weight was going to help you a lot. And also, when you do cooking, I assume it takes a while to put and select all the ingredients, so you lose a lot of time, right?
Yeah, that's so awesome.
So if you have extra weight, then you can stay on in front of utensil a lot longer, so you save a bit of time, so being efficient.
Russ, what about
So I
a
only-
ranger?
Yeah, I only use shies for gathering. I don't use them. For
Ranger would be good if you are gathering, like, let's say,
It's-
herbs, pilgrim heaven, or logs, but
she
not for
has-
meat.
Why not meat? She can. Oh well, she doesn't have the vacuum. True, but I mean, like, she has that passive movement speed, which I think they would be able to use.
Yes, the reason I said meat, because you have to attack, you have to be in the combat.
Yeah.
You don't benefit
Striker
passive.
crouching wolf, man. Like, I pull in max number every single time I go to wolves. Every single pull is just max, and it's right there at my feet, and it's
Yeah.
great. But you just have certain angles that you have to hit it from.
Yeah, any
True.
class is better than my DKO wolves.
Yeah, I watched him at DK's or on his DK on the
Yeah.
wolves. I was like, man,
Do you have a
Like,
transfer on for XP?
say again.
Yeah, we've got transfer coupons.
Oh yeah, they hit the market every now and then.
You can probably transfer it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would, but I'm just I got enough gathering tunes. It doesn't matter anymore.
All right. Step 1: make a class. Check. Next up, how are the magic tools on your market? Are they sitting there, or are they on pre-order for certain tools?
A lot of people dumped them.
Wow.
So let's take a look.
Yeah, a lot of people.
I knew that would happen.
Like, oh, log
Did you guys-
don't need these anymore?
Yeah,
Let's
did you
look
guys?
at-
What's that, Jordan?
I was gonna say, did you guys get to sell yours before it crashed, or?
I kept
guess-
mine.
Yeah,
There's
You kept-
57 magic hose on the market.
Hmm.
124 magic pickaxes. 16 fluid collectors. What about butcher knives? 119 butcher knives for magic. So they're there if you want them. Or you can, like, our magic butcher knives are 1 million. The lucky shining steel, 950,000, and there's 66 of them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you have Logia, Pan Logia specifically, if you have extra, you can sell them. Like,
Oh
they're
yeah,
not gonna be.
I mean, they outscale that at like what 650, 700 mastery or something like that. So
So I use lucky tools on my shies prior to hitting artisan.
mm-hmm.
So that professional 1 through professional 10, it's all lucky tools.
Right. So
Then I hit artisan, and I'm good to go.
okay, step 2 would be buying magic tools, and where would they want to start on console? Would they want to start gathering meat or go to bear and start power leveling?
Bear or Pilgrim's Haven,
Pilgrims.
either one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So step 1, make a shy. Step 2, buy your tools, magic tools, that is. Step 3, go to Pilgrims or Bear. Okay.
And you know what? Add a step in there. Buy your base Logia accessories. Even if you're not going to enhance them, grab that extra
The
life
EXP, yep, definitely. So in terms of upgrading, I guess the only route for people is enhancing their own, or are they showing up on the marketplace quite often? Like Try or Cat?
Occasionally.
I get tries. I put up an order for 2 Trilogia earrings, and they
Okay.
actually filled. Like, I put them up, and then within like 5 minutes, somebody filled them. So
What's the price
Oh,
on that?
wow.
yeah, it wasn't bad. I don't know. Nemms, take a look at that for me.
How much is like a
Accessories.
pen dandelion for you guys?
13 bill, right?
Okay. Yeah, just to get a baseline of like the worth.
Trilogia earrings are 120 mil. Let me take a look at dandies.
120 for try?
120. Yeah.
All right, let's go enhance for profit now.
You can
Pen dandy is 9.6.
What is that?
Looking
9.6?
down.
Pen
Damn.
dandy.
And
Yeah.
down. Okay.
9.6.
Damn. I haven't been in the market for a while. Then fuck.
9.7
looking to say,
cheap.
I'm gonna sell that.
Is that like the cap?
pen often?
Interesting. Okay. So, in terms of upgrading, would you guys recommend they buy or enhance?
I mean, if they can buy it straight to market, probably buying is better.
Mm-hmm.
Gamble.
Gamble.
That's the Jordan
I
route.
tried that, man. I've tried that, but at the beginning, I put up a pre-order for something, and then I was like, "Well, if I go over there and gamble it, while I have this pre-order, I've still got the pre-order, so whatever. I'll go try it. Then I'll just sit there and make it, and then I'll take the pre-order off. Like, yay, I made it. You know."
All right.
Yeah.
Move the
Jordan,
pre-order
did
up.
you ever-
like build residual income before do any gambling?
Mm.
So you still have like some sort of gear or residual income to generate the money you lost.
Well, I'm geared to.
Oh, fully.
Jordan,
tough.
did you ever hit that
If
second
you're gonna
disto?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm right there behind you guys. Man, I've got one disto. I'm looking at another, but I've also got another Black Star that I'm messing with,
Oh,
trying
man.
to TED it.
Yeah. Okay. So in terms of making money for like, actual cash, what is the best way to go about it in console? Is it still going to be the same route? Make your cooking utensils and then do your meals and stuff, or cron meals sell well for you guys, right?
Sure.
Just rotating.
Yeah.
Always
Make
someone
Valano's meals. Hold on to them until our good boxes come out.
Mm-hmm.
The existing Imperial boxes are like, okay, great. You kind of make money off of them for the time and effort put into it. I stopped doing it. I've just been hoarding my meals that I make.
Right.
And the meal sells quite expensive, right? I heard like you guys sell like Valencia for 80K each or something.
God, it's been a long time since I bought them. Let's take a look.
80K Valencia. Jordan is like, I'm going to console.
Yeah. 80K for special Valencia meal. Regular 28,400.
Okay, it went way down after the mastery,
Yeah.
I guess.
Is normalized because that's like the range for PC.
Yeah.
So in terms of bottlenecks, what would you guys say is the bottlenecks? Because this morning I heard Russ telling us how nutmeg is the bottleneck for them.
Ours is good in there. Have you looked at NA nutmeg?
This morning is 160K on the market.
Yeah, but do you see what it's doing?
Price going up. Jordan, what did you do?
I didn't do anything. What do you mean?
It's
Jordan
always
had
one of
like
you guys.
Stash hiding somewhere.
Always one of you guys is up to something.
Look, the only thing I did was Pansy. Go look at the fruit market. That's all. That's all I did. All right.
Give me a specific one.
You know what's gonna happen? It's only takes one or two people to buy the whole market, and if it stays in the pre-order for a few days, people start buying because they are panic buying, not that they need it.
Dang, yeah.
So then it's gonna stay in pre-order for quite a long time until people realize, oh, well, we bought this, but what are we gonna do with this?
We got the entire market. It was way back when Valencia came out. They had the gold boxes, and we started a rumor that they were coming out this Wednesday. Man, we made so much money off of silver keys, bro. God, and we started that. Me and Susia, bro. It was so good.
Why did
Made
you
so
guys
much
do
money.
that?
I did. he was just being an asshole, and then I just rode with it because I had shitloads. Because we'd been sitting here AFK fishing with all these silver keys, and like, what are we gonna do with them? And then he flips the market, and I'm like, well, while we're here,
After bartering comes out, they become useful, kind of.
yeah.
Well,
I mean,
there was
that joke only happened once.
a month or two before our mastery actually came out, someone started that mastery is coming this next update. Everyone buy your mansion voodoo dolls.
Oh my god!
Why?
And even Trent said on stream one day, he's like, I woke up one morning and all my voodoo dolls sold. Like, what the hell happened?
Why?
It was so
You
funny.
get Kafras from them.
Yeah.
Mastery, Kafras, what's the... Okay.
And Blackstone.
Everybody
Okay.
wanted to try it because it was new, and we knew it was a way, and we wanted to see how it was on console and see if it was a new wave. Well, it's not. And they just sold out the market, and they were just at max price. And I was like, well, I've got like, I just hit 64, so you can just have to imagine all of that was trees.
Yeah.
So I have a surplus amount of the Mansion Voodoo dolls. So I'm like, well, I'm just going to cash out now. Dude, I made out like a bandit there.
All
It
right.
was great.
All
It
right.
was wild.
Before we move on to the next topics, any closing notes? Making money on console with life skills. Any
I
tips?
don't know. I hoard my stuff. I barely
Hoard
sell
your
anything.
stuff. I think I would hoard the stuff too. Probably sell the enhancement materials while they're still up.
Yeah.
Jordan, Russ, what do you guys think? Now that we have like an
I mean,
understanding of how it is
comes
over there.
it comes down to like, your personality and how you like to play the game. Like some people are like to have the quick money and quick gains, and some people like to plan long term, and they plan like 6 months or 8 months or a year ahead. So depends on your style. Like, in terms of gathering, for example, in PC, how I recommend, if you plan long term, put yourself goals like, get the soft cap gear, get
Right.
the Master 28, because it's a lot easier to get Master 28, and then the next goal is G8, and then until you G28, which is your end goal. You can set certain goals, but for some people, they just want to get Artisan 5 and start gathering meat and quick money and trying to get their gear ASAP. That's the one way as well, but each way is it has its pros and cons. So you can literally start gathering meat at Master 1 and go to Lions or Snake Scorpion or whatever until you are, Master 28 or until G28. It doesn't matter. You can gather meat all your life from Master 1 or even Artisan 1. But in the long run, when I actually made the calculation, for me, I figured, choosing getting the permanent levels first is going to benefit in the long run. So that's what I figured, and that's what I implemented, and that's what I suggest people to do if they consider long term. So, when you spend silver and get your PvP gear, or, get any gear, you spend silver, right? You make investment and you get like gear, and then that gear is going to give you AP, DP, or mastery points. And when you look at your P, your stats, like gathering stats or cooking stats, those are your permanent gear. So, at G28, you might have like, 600 or, something extra mastery points comes from there, and it's going to be there forever. So it's okay to spend some time on that without earning any money. It's okay to spend silver on that to boost up that, mastery levels. They are progression, they are your permanent gear. So that's how I see it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's how I see it. That's why I recommend people to rush to, master 28. I personally, what I did was I did probably like, master 1 or almost master 1, or I was already master 1 before I started this character Manos. And then I went straight to Pilgrim Heaven because I wanted to make money while getting decent XP. And Pilgrim Heaven was like very ideal, and everything I was making was max price. Like all the Kons magic gems was 10 million, and Haza shops max price, Capras was decent price. So I was making like between 200 and 300 million per hour while getting like very good XP. So I did probably like 80% of my gathering at Pilgrim Heaven, maybe 10% at Behir, and maybe 10% in meat until G28. That's the route I follow.
Well, here's a question for you. At what point then does someone start focusing on the energy grind? Because that's important too.
I did a right off riff. Anytime that some brand new player comes to me, I'm like, yo, make sure to make all of those question marks disappear. Make sure to, if you're going from imps to goblins and you're going to be farming there for a while, don't leave that spot until you get S knowledge on everything, and just keep slowly pushing it. You don't know really why you're doing it. You just keep pushing it. And
you don't even need S knowledge to get the energy, though. You just need knowledge.
Saying, like, just stay here. It's like that's one of the main things I'm pushing. You know.
Yeah. But
so if you guys watch my in-game progression video, it's like 5 to 8 minutes video. On that one, I recommend you to, after a gathering station, if you are like 0 energy, just go trying to get your energy levels high. Maybe like get to like 400 at least. If you can get to 450, that would be great. But at least you should get to 400. And then I recommend, while waiting for your energy recovery, you can do cooking.
I think I'm at like 470 right now, and I went pretty hard at it for.
My dude just dunked my energy. I'm like 401.
I get on the shirt and I'm like, damn, man, like I really tried hard in that one aspect right there.
I'm 522.
Weird flex, man, but yeah, cool.
Since you guys don't have the new mastery boxes, I would recommend focusing on getting energy rather than cooking, because cooking, like, you can hold on to cooking. You don't really have to rush in cooking right now. You don't have to get the G1 cooking because you don't have any boxes to deliver. So you can slow down on cooking and try to get your permanent gear up, whether it's your levels, gathering levels, you can do cooking levels as well, or, get your energy to 400 or 500 even, just get up the initial setup. And as soon as you get the manos, then you don't have to waste time on that. I know it's going to be less money per hour for you, but in the long run, as soon as you hit the manos, you will be ahead of the curve. And you guys all know what's the benefit of being ahead of the curve. Once you're ahead of the curve, you get all the good stuff, and you can be the first one to pre-order the gear you need and all sort of stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you have the silver to pre-order. Don't be like me and get a black star and know you're not going to use it.
Hey, you gotta buy something nice for yourself every once in a while.
Yeah,
it's shiny. It glows red.
Gotta get the shiny stuff.
Have you? I know as soon as you hit it, you went to Outriders. Like, did you even go to Stars End to test it out, or like you just save it for another day?
Yeah, I went to Stars End for about 5 minutes or so. And then I was like, oh, a Dark Rift is up. Let me go do that. And then I went down to Grana and remembered, oh, hey, I have all these nice new Kaposha stuff they gave me. I'm like, oh, these are upgrades. So I gave myself an extra 2 AP also.
Yeah, damn.
Then I went to Outriders and finished that.
I got you. So how did it feel, the Black Star stepping up there?
It felt good because I was going from Pen Often to Tet Black Star. So I got an accuracy increase without a large AP decrease. So I was about the same.
Then monster
I got the extra monster damage. Yep. My accuracy went way up. So I noticed that.
Yeah.
Jordan, any closing notes from your end?
Yeah, definitely get energy up to 400. I think every player should push up to at least 400.
Yep, at least then you can make energy potions on your alts and stuff.
Yep. You can make 2 energy pots.
Yeah, clean number.
Yep.
I gather water with my extra energy because I need it for alchemy.
True.
Yes.
Now, energy could get more important as time goes on, because like here on PC, we still have crons from the Oasis event. If those leave, then cooking could get to a point where you're going to want to have as much energy as possible, because then energy pots could potentially just sell out. and be gone.
Oh, our energy sold out as soon as Logia hit.
Yeah,
Like, there used to be hundreds, if not thousands. Like people probably stored them up there.
bro.
Then
Yeah.
Logia hit, and like, oh crap, I had those listed.
Yeah.
True. Alrighty. So, oh wow, we got like 10,000 plus. Shit. So, I think we covered a lot of good topics and a lot of good tips came out of that. Talk about the life skilling aspect of where Kons0le's at right now. You guys are gonna just keep getting your, content drops, and as that scales and as you get the new Imperial cooking, inflation's gonna kick in. People are gonna be making money a lot quicker. It's gonna get better. So I know some people are pointing out that if they're burning energy potions at Pilgrims, they barely make money right now because they're only making 50 mil an hour or so. But in the long run, it should pay off. But anyway, we're not done here. I want to move on to a few other topics. These are going to be a bit more general. How about we touch bartering next? So
Bartering, what's that?
well,
Please, PC,
before
teach us.
bartering comes out, you guys got to pre-order a few things. The first thing is one of those steering wheel things that you get for consoles and the pedals, because that's how you're supposed to barter.
Man.
That's how real
I got
bartering
you.
is done. Like, like
Amazon
we're running out of
order right
graphic
now.
cards. We can't get a graphic card if we wanted to. I'm pretty sure those are going to sell out on Amazon too. Oh yeah. Oh, he's already on the ship.
I go sailing with Captain Jack Sparrow every once in a while. I got it set up.
Oh yikes. But yeah. There's a few things that you would want to pre-order or get your hands on before bartering does come out. Obviously, your ship is going to be an important one. If you can get an Etheria, how often can you guys buy one? Do they show up on the marketplace, or do you guys have to make your own?
We can get them through those Shakatu seals.
And people sell those on the market, by the way.
Yeah,
There were like 16
they
of them on
do.
the market the other day.
The ships?
Yeah. Yeah, the ships.
Yeah.
Like,
Definitely get them, because like in PC,
I built both of mine.
oh dude, I built a ship once back in the old days. It was terrible.
Fuck that. I'm not doing that.
Dude, it was terrible. Look,
Oh,
it sounds
daily-
epic though, but like not
Good
many
luck.
people can say it. Like that's an accomplishment. That's like one of the things early out. I want to build my own ship, but I know I don't want to,
Yeah, I built the first one. I built a sailboat, and I was like, okay, I might as well build the frigate since I got all my workers over here. And then I forgot about the logs and that it wasn't just the tier 1 mats; it was the tier 2 logs. So I was like,
you gotta chop them.
Yes, and that is when I started enraging, hitting trees and not being able to.
It was terrible. It was terrible. But yes,
Oh.
get your ships beforehand and decide which route you want to go. So there are the two routes, the Caravel and the Galleass. The Caravel is more oriented for bartering, more weight, so you can do more barters without having to go to storage. And the Galleass is more combat oriented. So that comes into play much later, once you have your main ships. Like the Galleass variants, the frigates, they're faster. They move faster. They have less weight, but the Volante is the fastest ship on the sea, and it has the coolest name. So it's definitely a plus point there. So in order to upgrade for these, there are some items that you want to get beforehand. So mainly when you're going for the Caravel and the Galleass, you do the Great Sea Expedition questline. Eventually you go to Crow's Nest and you start doing Ravinia's dailies. So 4 days in, I think you get all the materials she gives. She pretty much supplies half of the materials you need to upgrade your ship. So that's a big saver there, because if you're doing the second ship, that's going to take a lot more materials. So in terms of the materials you do want to get, some of the nodes.
Logs.
You don't really
Lots
need
of logs.
Yeah, we'll go over the exact materials, but the first pre-orders you want to do are the sap, because these are a huge play for getting upgrading to the Caravel or the Galleass, because you need to get half of the materials, because Ravinia only gave half. So the other half is 5,000 white cedar sap, acacia sap, elder tree sap. Now on PC, Elder Tree Sap, because it has 3 nodes, it does show up on the marketplace. So for example, even if it's 0 here, the number of pre-orders are very low. It'll fill pretty quickly. But if you look at Acacia Sap or White Cedar Sap, hundreds of thousands, if not, tens of thousands, a lot of them are there. So if you're planning to get into bartering, I suggest you get these as soon as possible. Put those pre-orders up ASAP. So that is the Acacia Sap, White Cedar Sap, and the Elder Tree Sap. 5,000 of each. We'll look at the exact numbers.
We've got 0 Acacia, 0 White Cedar.
People already know.
18,000 Elder Tree.
So people already know about it, but you guys got time before bartering comes out. Those pre-orders will fill. But instead of the pre-orders, you can put up your nodes or your workers to those nodes. So in the Medea region. So let me pull over.
Did you hear that, Kons0le? I need more workers.
So let's go through this. In terms of improved and not going improved. So the improved Inferior Sailboat is an upgrade you can do to your sailboat so that you can shoot your cannons without dismounting. This is a convenience thing. If you have the money to do it, you can do it. You can get by without doing it and go straight to the Caravel as well. Personal choice. I did it so I could, cheese through the sea monster hunting, and is what it is. So go to Grumpy Green. You can find their Inferior Sailboat guide here, and you can see exactly the materials you need in order to, be ready to do the upgrade. So the pine plywood, flax fabric, hard pillars, all this stuff. Same thing with the Caravel. So you see on the right side all the materials you need. So the zinc ingots, old tree bark, red tree lumps. You'll get half of these, like half of these, half of these, half of the adhesive, but you need to get the remaining half yourself. You're going to need 400 million raw silver, 600 with the Gallius, I believe. So keep some cash on hand. And yeah, if you get those materials, those are the bottlenecks for people, because if you have 0 sap and you're out gathering those take a lot of time. So keep that in mind. 1 second. But yeah, those are important pre-orders. Let's take a look at the Gallius really quick. Same kind of items here, but there's only a small difference in terms of the price. The frigate is more expensive. Now, for those of you who can't afford a frigate and such, it is a viable option to upgrade your Bartali ship. So look up the materials required to upgrade your ship to a frigate, and keep that option open. I personally upgraded a frigate or a Bartali ship all the way up to an improved frigate. It cost me half the price of actually buying the ship and doing it from there. So buying the ship and then upgrading it to improved versus, starting from all the way at a Bartali. So it did take a bit more time, but I saved $1 billion. A good option. So another thing to look at is probably, let me pull this one out. So the tier 1 barter. So initially when bartering comes out, you're likely gonna see an impact to your marketplace for the tier 1 items. So all these items here, you can find a lot of different calculators in the sailing Discord. Just go there and get the latest one for your bartering, and you can find a list of all the tier 1 materials. So suddenly all these powders which might have been sitting there will start getting bought up. And you can expect this to happen when everyone gets into bartering, when it's new and the hype is there. The market's going to take a hit. So definitely be prepared. Just don't break the bank over. If you look at some of the prices of these, some of them aren't worth buying. But, you can prepare ahead of time, at least a little. And
I mean, I'm sitting on a lot of that stuff already. So,
yeah.
Great. It's going to actually get used, and I can move it out of my storage for once.
It's an item sink, so
yeah.
And let's see.
With Mastery, they came out. There were so many items that started being used that had no purpose before, or no usual purpose. It was great. The items we have are actually getting used now.
Yep. Yeah. So in terms of money, I think while your gathering took a hit with that reduction in number of nodes, bartering is going to stay constant pretty much, because at the end of the day, you can just sell the tier 5 items and stuff. So with a Karak, I can make 700 mil plus a day. But the thing to remember, the only time bartering is worth it is if you spend a lot of time near a computer but can't actively play. Actively gathering, actively even grinding will outpace bartering in terms of how much money you can make over a day. But it can make money, you know, if you're just cheesing it. If you're just auto-pathing from island to island, and you can put some inputs on the console or the PC every now and then, but can't actively play, that's when bartering does have a place. But there are people who do nothing but bartering every day. And, you know, if you combine it with passive incomes elsewhere around the world, like your farms, Imperials, and whatnot, once you get it, your worker nodes and stuff, you know, you can't push that income over 1 billion. So anyway, these are just things to keep in mind when it's time for bartering to get released for console. Trust me, those saps will fly. There will be plenty of pre-orders on those. So the sooner the better. Definitely. All right. So either of you console players, any questions? Chat? We good?
I don't do much
No.
on the
Don't
ocean.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
It's depends on the player. Like if you want to not, you know, if you want to be as lazy as possible, bartering is the best thing you can do. But
So
active gameplay.
I'll probably end up spending some time more on the ocean when family karma comes.
Mhm.
Because the first time that I was going out in my frigate to see monster hunt with a buddy, he was in his boat, I was in mine. I was leaving Velia Harbor and pretty much got 3 shot and sank. I was like, okay. I mean, it was
Yeah.
fun, but it was still like, all right, this is a great introduction.
Yeah.
So family karma would be great.
Yeah, you guys do need family karma for that. But for me, I
Does
always
I was gonna say, does console have the XP tools?
the
Like
new
the CP
tools. Oh, the Lates tools. Do you guys have the Lates tools?
No,
No.
Not
we
yet.
don't. I don't think I've even
No,
got the
no,
CP
no.
for it.
Yeah, no. The CP live tools. No, we don't have those.
Okay, yeah.
You mentioned
Whatever
it
they're
on the
called.
last podcast that I watched, Jordan, and yeah, I was like, "What are those?"
You
And I
think
looked
I would
around.
recommend Logia tool if that was rented tools? Like, come on, Pence.
Here's Jordan, man.
Just thinking about it around the bush, man. I respect it. It's good.
All good, all good. Let's see. But yeah, for bartering, the best class is Elan, in my opinion. It's easiest to get from your ship to the wharf and back. And I keep Elan at level 23. That's my bartering character. Never leveled up after she could fly. So I never have to deal with anyone PvPing me. So it's
Fly away.
a
Yep.
useful thing to do. It's definitely because if you're life skilling in general or grinding, going from land to sea is a pain. There are going to be days you feel lazy and don't want to do it, so best to keep it on a separate character. Unless you want all the icons like Jordan. That's what he's going for, man.
I want it.
Well, if you life skill too, like you'll probably want to get into bartering because there will be times where you're like out of cooking stuff, you're out of alchemy stuff, and you're out of energy, and you're just like, well, what do I do? I don't want to grind.
Russ, what do you do? Spam vinegar?
Me?
Yeah, what do you do when you're out of everything? Or are you ever
I am never out of everything. I have my stock.
Oh man, I'd like to see it. That's crazy.
Yeah. Cool. I guess we can conclude the console bartering preparation tips there. Next up.
But if I'm going long AFK sessions, like if I go shopping or something, I just process cheese. I
Gotcha. Why cheese, by the way?
Because I have surplus milk and cheese is the main ingredients, one of the main ingredients for Palonos meals and stuff.
Gotcha.
And it makes your milk more valuable if you decide to, sell cheese in the future for high money.
Gotcha. Makes sense. All right. Let's well, I had one more topic in mind. Preparation for grinding. What's your best spot? Starzen?
Yeah, Starzen has to take the crown. Kratooga,
So-
if it's nice to you.
So likely the next thing you'll get is Sakraya.
That's on the roadmap, and
Yep.
yeah, should be this month.
So Starzen is a spot that you can grind at like 305 DP with Urgons easily enough. Kratooga, I was doing it at 305. 309 was comfortable. I stopped dying as often. When Sakraya comes out, it is a pog spot because with Sakraya you get frenzy drafts, and those are pretty. Actually,
Yeah,
do you guys have
persistence and
upper?
Striker? Yeah.
Do you guys have an upper or no?
No, we don't. Have
You don't have
upper. They're gonna
anything,
give
right?
it both. They're supposed to give us both at the same time.
Yeah. So when you get that, you guys are gonna get frenzy drafts. You're gonna get Tungrad rings. Is there any on them? Do you guys have Tungrad rings yet? No.
No,
No.
that'll come with Sakurai.
Right. So in terms of money making, Sakurai is gonna have the highest trash loot for you guys. So in terms of cash, it's gonna be great, but the stats you'd want to aim for your preparation of Sakraya, 269 AP at least. 273 was when it started getting pretty comfy for me in terms of AP, but for DP you want 329. I was able to grind there at 318 with a Mystic because she has good protections. You could probably get by with 320 something as a DR striker, but generally as a blanket recommendation, we'd recommend 329 DP. So that's just stats to keep in mind. To get to Sakraya, it is a bit of a pain, but since we have Sage now, go tag
man, I
yourself a
can't
level
wait to see how
60.
How does that work exactly? Do you just like, snap a finger and get down there? Because I haven't even done it with the Sage yet.
So how I get there is I'll use a traveler's map from Valia to Ilia Island. Then I'll run over here and I'll swim out into the ocean a little bit. And then on your mini map, you'll see the node affiliation changes to Sakraya, underwater ruins.
Okay.
And when you see that, you can actually just escape, and you'll be down there in Upper Sakraya.
Whoa. It's crazy.
Yeah, if you actually dive down into the ocean, you have to actually find the entrance and get in there.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a pain. So it's usually like from here, just around this region. If you see my screen, it's not too far out. So
yeah.
So for Sage, he has an ability you get automatically at level 60, which allows you to enter all these areas without any cost. That's Kratooga, Sakraya, Histria, Akhman. Akhman, Histria, you get to choose. That's the main thing there. But
you have to be close to the area, or you just open it up and
to enter Sakraya, lower Sakraya, there's an entrance to it. Normally we go there with the keys and you combine it and then you go over there. But with a Sage, you just go and interact with the gate and it lets you straight in. So tag a Sage, get your free entries in, because I'm sure everyone's going to be doing that. I don't know how the market's going to react, but for the deep sea fragment, let's see. For us, it's been wiped out for a very long time. How much water did I chug? I had 3 bottles. Fuck. Anyway, so for Sakraya, yep, tag a level 60 Sage, you should be good. For the rotations, I'd watch the main rotation and the statue rotation. Those are the most pog rotations on PC. You guys will probably come up with your own rotations with your different mob spawns. But yeah. Then comes Odalita, which will bring you 2 rows and Thornwood Forest. Thornwood Forest is pretty easy to grind. You don't need a ridiculous high DP. It's much easier than Sakraya, in my opinion. Only thing is the mobs there are more likely to CC you. They do little stuns and stiffens quite often. Is it a stiffen, or I'm not sure exactly what their CC is, but having adamantines and having CC resistance in your chest piece does help there, but it's not necessary. If you know how to rotate your super armors, you'll be just fine. Once Thornwood Forest comes out, that's going to be one of the top contenders for trash loot money. I think it'd be right behind Sakraya because it's almost the same value as the trash loot Star's End, if I'm not mistaken, but you can get a lot more of those per hour. So
Also seems easier to get to.
Easier to get to. It's on land. So I think Thornwood is pretty good, but people do pick fights over there. Two Rows is a place you'd want to have at least 329 DP. That's when I started. 329 DP with DR, and there were moments when I'm like, oh shit, I have to V out. But get as much DP as you can, but that's how you're going to prep for it. And I don't know when Elvia will ever come out for you guys, so I won't touch on that. But in terms of preparation, there are certain elixirs you need for the Frenzy draft. I think that's the most notable thing you'd want to prep for. So you'd want to get those materials ready to go because you need the elixir of you'll need the elixir of Endless Frenzy, Demi-Human Hunt, and the other one you get from the NPC, the Tears of the Falling Moon. Abyssal Essence drops at Sakraya. So these two elixirs, you might come across an issue with it being bought out, but you can get the higher proc versions as well and use just one of those instead of 3, I believe, for this one. But yeah. Oh, yeah, Sakraya is good. Someone in chat was asking. Of course it's going to be good. I was making 200 mil an hour easily.
Really can't wait.
And that's where people got pretty competitive in terms of who can pull the biggest numbers. I did 5,500. I did 5,800. I did 6,500. It's just a back and forth, but it's fun. It's fun. People are min-maxing. The main thing to remember there is people who are at that level know how to do their damage rotation. Then it becomes a matter of who's pulling the most efficiently and such.
Yeah.
With less mobs, I'm sure you guys will have different rotations and different ways to pull. So you guys will have fun figuring it out.
We've got
we've got the mobs back. But it's just the gathering nodes. It's just the gathering nodes. It's just that's out, but everything else is here.
Why? I don't understand what's going on.
The main majority of the game grinds, so that's I don't know.
But didn't they increase the respawn rate?
Yes, no, but they begin with they cut 40 and gave us 20.
Okay,
they reverted everything,
and then they reverted it and took the respawn rate. It'd have been too nice, but yeah.
They reverted everything except for giving us the gathering nodes back. So everything is the same as you guys.
Why?
Except we don't have as many gathering.
They separated it and they forgot to fix it.
We're just gonna say they forgot.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say it.
Oh boy,
I'm taking this one, PA.
I've seen console GMs make broadcasting on Twitch. You guys don't ask and bring it up. They don't.
Yeah, we
anything?
do. Oh, they just said they're gonna ask or working on it or.
No. Yes,
Kons0le is a partner, so
I mean, yeah.
What can we do? Anyway, those are things you can keep in mind to be ready for those content drops whenever they come.
Great.
I think that's about it. That's all I wanted to cover. How about you guys? You guys got two of the top life skillers on, NA and Mina over here. So, any questions?
Yeah, I'll just say we have brought up the lack of gathering nodes in our
many times,
streams. Many times I have.
He's your main advocate, man. That guy right there. He's trying to get it to happen. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't know. I can't even talk for PA on some things because if they have a reason, I'd like to know because I will understand. I'm a gamer. I mean, I'm not a bot, so I'll understand if you have a legit reason. I'll even understand we forgot. It'll take us time to get to it.
Yeah, that's human. Enough. You can relate to that. Yeah, man. It's a Thursday, man. You're good. Don't worry about it.
Fantastic reason. in process. We're working on it. We know about it. Perfect.
It's like
Great.
reminds me of the good
I'd
old
be
days
happy.
when you complained to Blizzard about something in WoW, and they're like, "It's working as intended." I think this applies to one of those moments. It's like, okay, whatever, dude.
Sure.
Oh man.
No, whenever they said that, whenever you level up your nodes, that it increases your trash, dude. We had a
Oh,
ball
God.
with that, bro. Man, there's still people that just can't fathom it, or just it's bad.
It's
Just
math
arguments.
on math on math.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it
Nerve-wracking.
complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone in chat's asking, why aren't we in hot tubs? Well, social distancing, sir, or else we would.
Dude.
Yeah, I'm sure I could find a hot tub here.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, I don't have one.
Oh man. All
Yeah,
right,
I'm not-
chat. Anyone want to ask anything? Feel free. We're just chilling at this point. Oh man, good stuff. Good stuff. I think we covered quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
how are you guys liking Sage though?
I'm waiting for the awakening to go full on with them. I've got them to 60, and got decent gear with them.
Yeah,
But it's just I want to see the full kit.
dude. People keep asking in chat, when is tag coming out? How are we supposed to know, bruh?
Yeah, so tags.
sometime this month.
They
isn't
said
it?
this month, so it's either going to be this coming Wednesday or in 2 weeks. So
I
that's
don't know.
it has.
Hopefully.
That's what what's his name said. Jay
Okay.
said.
Well, let's hope it is.
Yeah,
I'm rooting
I'm
for you
hoping
guys.
Yeah.
Oh, good stuff. So
I don't really know what else on the calendar for us, so I think we touched on everything.
yep. Russ, Jordan, how's y'all's progression been? We didn't get to do our usual progression recap.
Mine is slow, actually.
Oh, yeah, what's been going on?
I mean, as I said, most of the node materials in my server are pre-ordered, and it's a bottleneck, and it's blocking. Like, you can't gather them, and you can't do anything. You just stock like certain meals. Like, we are already limited in terms of cooking, recipes because of the OSs giving free
Right.
crumbs. And we are limited to 4 main meals, which is Media, Valencia, Serendi, and Balanos. And since node materials are not available, Valencia is out for us. We can't really cook Valencia. And like, we don't have any nutmeg. I might be able to buy like a 1,000 nutmeg per day. And
Oof.
am I gonna use 1,000 nutmeg for grilled scorpion or couscous or king jungle? How am I gonna make Valencia? And in terms of nodes, we only have 2 nodes that produce nutmeg, and you can
Right.
probably get like 2,000 per day. If I'm not sure exact number, but probably like you can get 2,000. So in total, you have 3,000 nutmeg. How are you gonna divide that? And what are
Right.
you gonna do with that? Like, that's just one example. We have all the node materials are pre-ordered. Like, even chicken meat is like 5K. At least we have chicken meat, but it's 5K.
Sucks.
And eggs pre-order. Everything is pre-order. Like, you, honestly, yeah, probably life skill in Mina. The gathering is probably much better option. The reason I can still cook and still make slight profit because I'm 1900 mastery with monos. I have 2 pan monos earrings, so I'm above the curve. I can buy certain meals off the market and still make like let's say 100 or 150 million, or maybe some meals 200 million profit
Right.
per hour. And that's okay for a semi AFK activity. But if I want to if I want to do the best of my active time, I'll probably prefer to do gathering, maybe even go back to doing utensils, because utensils are max price pre-order as well. But also the problem with utensil, we don't have energy pods. So we have like 14,000 or 15,000 energy pods pre-ordered. So you
Oh.
can't really get energy pods.
Yeah.
And I don't have pearls to buy pearl pots. So life skill is a not real ideal. People probably would make a lot more money with Hadum spots. If I had the gear, I would probably just go grind. Honestly,
Yeah, that's what I can't wait for, man. To get up there with Hadoom.
Yo, I have no idea when you guys are getting that. You guys have
that's
so
that's
much
far
shit.
out there. No, that's far out there.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, put me in, coach. I want in. Like, I wanted to swing.
At least Sakurai will give you like that
Yeah.
challenge.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
Turos
Sakurai's
will
gonna be
come
fun.
out. Turos is pretty pog. So you
You
guys
think-
will have things to
You
do.
think Sakurai is gonna give a challenge?
Well,
I
the
mean-
challenge in Sakurai is it's an easy thing to kill. I mean, that's fine, but to push your trash loot, you gotta really, it's a lot sweatier than Stars End, I'll say that. And in order to perfectly pull each pack to get the maximum amount of trash loot, there's a big discrepancy from an average player who'll go pull 2 packs together, kill them, and after all the mobs are dead, he moves on to the next pack, versus someone who's doing the min-max method. Like, that's the difference between 5,000 trash loot and 6,000. And that's a pretty, sizable
Yeah.
difference.
Yeah,
Pretty nice amount,
I have
yeah.
to see because I haven't saw like examples of that. So,
Yeah, it's more like Aquaman.
mm.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
one suggestion I can make for console players, like if you guys haven't watched one of my videos, I have a video saying like how to become successful in BDO, or pretty much explains how to become successful in any MMORPG. One of the things I say in that video is you just gotta accept the reality. You can't just blindly do something. If something is not making money, or it used to make 200 million, now it's only make 50 million. You can't just blindly force it and try to make money out of it. Like, you just gotta accept the reality and shift your way a little bit. And especially, like, for example, in terms of life skill or in terms of grinding, if if anything you do in the game doesn't make money, it's a good time for you to invest in your permanent stats or permanent gear. Whether it's like you might spend those time instead of forcing it, trying to make like 50 million an hour from cooking. You might invest in doing like your adventure logs. You might get your quests done. You might get your energy done. You might cook for CP and get your CP levels. Or when you're AFK, you might probably you're a grinder or PvP class. What's one of the best stats in PvP class is like the stamina, right? You can pretty much like AFK, walk in the town and get to like maybe 40 or 42 levels of stamina. Like, that's also an optional for PvP player. If you are doing nothing, at least get your stamina levels up, especially if your class is heavily dependent on stamina. So yeah, trying to be efficient as much as possible. Like, don't blindly invest into something, or don't blindly do something because everyone else is doing, and try to min max. If nothing makes money, try to focus on your permanent gear, permanent stats. Like, get other things, not fun stuff out of the way. So as soon as fun stuff actually start making money, you have all your permanent stats, so you don't have to waste time on it. While people waste time, you will be ahead of the curve.
Good stuff. You want to link your video you were referring to as well, Russ?
Yeah, sure, I can do that.
Yeah, good stuff. Lots of good APDP to fight awakened summons. Aren't those stuff easy, dude?
261 there. Let's just throw a number out there. No, you should be fine.
No, awakened summons. Those are pretty easy. I think we were killing them back with like 400 gear score. Or exactly on the number.
No, it's the equivalent of the cliff weapons, right? The cliff weapon summons. It's
Yeah,
about
I
the
think
same
so.
thing.
All right, I'll post
Yeah, so like
on your chat.
if you they
Russ,
don't hurt
the
you, so you
video.
don't need DP.
I'll probably post on Jordan's as well, just in case if people watch from
No,
there.
you don't need DP. It's just
true.
if
Yeah.
you got the AP to kill it, then you're good.
Yeah.
So that's the video I was talking about. That video for some people might seems extreme. People might say like, "Oh, why do you spend that much care and attention in the game?" But I'm sure there are some people who will like it or actually benefit it.
Cool. Yeah, Memori, if you're on PC, Oasis Gear should be more than enough. Oh, you're on console? You should be fine with like 200 DP, I think. 250, something in that range.
Yeah, that's on a little low side, especially the 200.
200, really?
That's because they'll set you down whenever Beg starts throwing around one that.
Oh, true.
the
You gotta
axe,
play it
that'll
right.
just sleep you.
Yeah, okay.
But,
250 maybe?
yeah,
70?
250 would be min.
250, okay.
270 comfortable. 250. Hey, okay, well that hurt. Let me get out and heal.
Stormbringer Karanda. Let's go.
She's right there. Go.
Oh, I'm not taking
No.
my main. That's suicidal. I got the good crystals in here.
Oh man, imagine.
Oh, does Stormbringer break stuff?
Yeah, and I'm 250 or 356 DP. He still one bangs me.
God, who's supposed to who sits there and hits the most damage on her though? Or it's just a community, hey, stop.
Roll the dice.
Like I went to Nightmare Nuver, bro, and it was so bad.
Dude, Zarka.
I was like, okay, dude. I just said no, Zarka wasn't that bad. I just went to Zarka and Zarka wasn't like, yeah, cool.
I once
But
lag
no, whenever
spiked.
Nuver split and there was two of them, I was like, what the hell's going on? And then he just kept saucing me. I was like, okay, I'm gonna say dead. I'm
Dude.
running out of tears. Get out of here.
I lag spiked on stream when I was fighting Nightmare Zarka. Died. Lost
Mm.
crystal.
Oh,
Jin
so
Viper.
we don't have crystal breaking in here.
Really?
Yeah, we don't have crystal
Yeah.
breaking, and we don't have what is the other thing that we don't have?
XP loss on death.
Yeah, desert sickness.
Desert. Oh man. I remember the first time I went to Kudum
I did not
back
know
when
that
I was like
spot
level
was there.
57. I lost like 10% XP on him. I'm like, I'm never fighting this guy again.
I did not know that little cubby hole's there. Holy crap, man.
Oh, they're all around here, man.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I just stand up there and tank it, man.
With my main on a normal Karanda, easy peasy.
Yeah. I didn't know those cubby holes. I just always went for the blank spots and her not hitting.
Oh shit! I'll show you all of them.
Yeah, imagine being able to see all these people on console.
Yeah, exactly.
Which we know we can do it from when we were doing cats.
Oh wow, there
Here's
is
another.
more shelves. What the fuck? Those are intentional. Wow, good job. Good on you. Good on you.
Get to the other side.
Nice, Pearl Abyss. See, if you're a striker, you'd already be up there.
True. Striker's the best rock climber.
Yeah.
Lawn doesn't count.
Yeah, no. She can't really climb up though. She can climb out and down really far, but
This is like the more popular
oh wow. I literally stood on top of that.
one.
Like there's no way that's on console. There's no way.
It should be. It's the same map.
Let me go look.
It's wild.
What is it,
What?
Karanda?
No, man, no. I mean, the shadows have to be different. There has to be something that because I've never seen that. Like, honest to God,
Us PC players are rats because we have loss on death.
That's wild, man.
I don't think there's anything on this side.
Yeah.
Have you guys noticed our forest furies?
Yo, they are here, console.
They are here. Oh my God, man! What game have I been playing?
Oh my God! How the hell have we not noticed this?
Exactly. We
Oh,
gotta
man.
spread this knowledge. This is the time.
That's what happens, man. She just destroys you.
Ooh,
That's why I'm on a boss ult.
the Ripper. Crazy, man.
Hey, get out of my hole, fools.
Yo, Pansy.
What's that?
Did you see Forest Furies? Like, have you noticed that Forest Furies are all sold out?
Yeah,
so are
It's
like
been that way for a while.
Yeah.
yeah. So is it like hard? Because is it hard to get crystals?
I've been able to pre-order 8 forestries. I just left it on and it filled up pretty decently, but if you're really hard pressed for them, you can farm them Ranaros or doing voodoo dolls. But
Okay.
in terms of crystals, they're all at max price. I think all the Jins, the Elkars. Let's see. Elkar 330 max price. All Jins should be at max price except for Cobb. That's a stupid one. But the important ones, Harfia and Viper, max price.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go grab some water. I'll be right back.
Right.
Y'all can carry on for the time being.
I'm just doing the never-ending logistics of moving stuff from storage to storage.
I'm doing alchemy.
Yeah. I haven't really delved too much into life skilling, honestly. Like I feel really out of place, except for little quick.
Uh,
You've given it a good shot.
Mhm.
Like your time there at Naverne Steps was probably the worst life skilling someone can go through and do.
Mhm.
But I mean, you've given wolves a shot and stuff like that, and you know,
Yeah, like my
I-
hunting guy got up to artisan whenever we were getting often tet. And then I heard of the whim, like, hey, let's go power level our hunting. So we power leveled our hunting over there at Wolves. And then I just sat around and then I made a few meals here and there. I'm starting to push all my characters to professional 3 at least. Cooking. And I just keep on making bird meat there. Made beer for a while. But it was never on multiple characters to spread out the love, but just
I've got so much beer. I don't think I'm ever going to run out.
then yeah, like you said, that the steps, man, the steps just that was a rough grind.
How long did it take you? 600K?
Yeah, 600K trash loot. It was on and off of like 4 months, just nonstop every night
Well, at least you're
until
done,
I
man.
just yeah.
You got both, right?
Yeah, I've gotten both.
Hey, welcome to the club.
Thank you. Very stubborn, man. The necro was terrible for me, and then the steps was 10 times worse than necro.
Necro?
I don't know. Yeah, Necropolis.
Khan.
Oh,
Shere
Khan. Yeah.
We got different terminologies over here on
I know.
the console side of things. Yeah.
I'm just slow. Cool. I think we can end it over here. Nice chat, and thanks for coming on.
Definitely. Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. This was great fun.
Yeah,
Nice
it was
meeting you, other
I'm
gentlemen.
normally not awake this long.
sorry
Yeah.
to keep you guys up. I'm a late night streamer.
Yeah. Wife was having.
Are you going live, Jordan? Or are you staying live? Or going to
no.
work?
Yeah, I'm gonna end up ending my stream after this.
Okay.
I gotta work.
Gotcha. All right. Well, nice meeting you guys.
Yeah, dude.
See you around.
Thanks for hanging
Yeah.
out. Thanks for chatting.
Great fun.
All right. See you, chat.
Russ.